Namaste students. Let's start with the next topic. And the next topic we will start with the name of the chapter. What is the name of the chapter? Permutations and combinations. Permutations and combination. What we did till now, we did principle of counting. The word, what was the name of the chapter, that we did not even touch. Clear? So what is this permutation and combination? Let's see the difference. And this is very important that you should know the difference. You know, what happens, the topic is very easy. When we do it separately, this is very easy. When a question comes in exam, sometimes you get confused whether it is a question of permutations or it is a question of combinations. So when the difference is clear to you, so you will not get confused at all and you will be able to solve the question. Alright, so let's see the definition. What is permutation? Permutation means arrangement. Permutation means arrangements. Permutation means arrangement. Clear? So that means each of arrangements that can be made out of a given set of things, either taking some or taking all at a time, is called permutation. For example, this is a bench. Alright, 3 children come in the class and then they have to settle down on this bench. Permutation means number of arrangements they can be made for sitting. Suppose the girl 1 here, girl 2 here, girl 3 here. Or the switch, girl 1 here, girl 2 here, girl 3 there. So such kind of how many arrangements are possible, that is permutation. So permutation means arrangement. Permutation means arrangement. What is combination? Combination is selection. Combination is related with selections. Alright? It is related with selections only. Only selection. That means which group to be picked up. For example, the class has 12 children. And on the first bench I have to decide 3 girls have to sit. So out of 12, choosing those 3 girls, selecting those 3 girls is called combination. It's called combination. I am not worried or I am not bothered how do they sit on this bench. Girl 1 sit here, girl 2 sit here, girl 3 sit here. I am not bothered. I am just bothered which 3 girls are going to sit or which 3 boys are going to sit on this bench. So out of those 12, selecting 3 is called combination. It's called selection. This is called combination. For example, I have to choose 2 monitors in the class. Is it clear? So class has 30 children. So choosing 2 children out of 30 is combination. Alright. And then what is permutation? If suppose I have to arrange those 2 children. Okay, this is monitor 1, it is monitor 2. Or this is monitor 2, this is monitor 1. So that is arrangement. Here in combination we are only related with selection. In permutation we are worried about whatever is selected, how to further arrange them. For example, I have 2 letters. A and B. I have to choose 2. I have 2 options. I have to choose 2. So the way I will be choosing, that will be, what will be my selection? I have chosen these 2 because I have to pick up 2 children. There are A and B, so AB. Selection, 1 group. In selection, it will be only 1 group. I have chosen both. How it has come doesn't matter. That's my combination. Alright. But now, I said I have chosen 2 children and given it to you. Now, your duty to arrange it. So, these 2 can be arranged in, I can write it AB also, or it can be BA. This is called permutation. This is called permutation. Clear? It will be more clear. Suppose I have 3 letters A, B, C. I have 3 letters A, B, C. I have to choose 2 letters. So when I choose 2 letters, so that's my choice. With A, I'll take B. With A, I'll take C. With B, I'll take C. That's my choice. I have taken child A and child B. Or I have taken child A and child C. Or I have taken child B and child C. That's my combination. मैंने दो ग्रुप्स बना के इन 3 बच्चों को ऐसे अलग कर दिया. That's my combination. When I have just selected. But now, arrangement. Maybe I make them sit like this, AB, or it can be B. It can be AC. It can be CA. This can be BC. It can be CB. That means the selection was 3. There were 3 ways of selecting 2 children out of 3 children. But in how many ways they can be arranged? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are total 6 ways in which these children can be arranged. So that is permutations. Okay, that is permutations. I hope it's clear to everyone. Very, very important. Alright. Combination is all about selection. Permutation is about arrangement. Combination में सिर्फ हम select करके रख दिया. Permutation है उसकी further arrangement कैसे करनी है. Now before we actually start permutation combination, one very, very important term is related to it. That is factorial. That is factorial. Alright, because we won't be multiplying too many numbers, so we have to find out a way. So that's a factorial representation that we will be picking up. Now see factorial notation. The continued product of first and natural numbers. The natural number starts from 1, 1, 2, 3 up to 4. If I take the product of this continued product, nothing should be missed in between. That is represented by n factorial. That is represented by n factorial. This is the symbol of n factorial. We write it like this, or sometimes it's like this. N factorial. Is it clear? The continued product of n natural number, first n natural numbers, is represented by n factorial. I'll explain you with example, then it will be more clear. For example, I have to say 6 factorial. 6 factorial is 6. Go till 1, 5, continued product. You can't miss any number. 2 into 1. Is it clear? Alright. That is 6 factorial. Fine. So it's a product. So if I write, so 6 factorial is equals to 720. Suppose if I have to write on 4 factorial, that is 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. That is 24. So that means whatever the number is written in the factorial, from there continuously you have to go till 1. That means in general, I say n factorial means n एक एक कम करते जाओ, n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 up to 3, 2, 1. So n factorial is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 up to 3, 2, 1. मतलब इस नंबर से लेके फर्स्ट नेचुरल नंबर तक you have to keep coming without missing any number. It's a continuous product. It's a continued product. Is it clear? So n factorial is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 up to 3, 2, 1 and this. Clear? Now see one more thing. If I say 6 factorial, it is 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So that means, what is this? So in solving the question, I can write this also. 6 into 5 factorial. Any doubt? No problem. If it is 4 factorial, up to here what it is? I can write it 4 into 3 factorial. That's my choice. If I have, say, 7 factorial, 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2. So I'll write that 4 factorial. Alright, so I can write it as 210 into 4 factorial. That's my choice. We use this in the question so that to make it then easier. Nothing else. When you will solve the questions, you see simplification में कुछ cancel करने के लिए चाहिए होता है. उसके लिए we use it. Here, suppose up to here, I leave one n. This is n into n minus 1 factorial. Is it clear? N into n minus 1 factorial. So the factorial is represented by this. Alright. Just put a note. Number 1. 1 factorial is 1. And 0 factorial is also 1. 1 factorial is 1, 0 factorial is 1. Even how to solve the 0 factorial. Otherwise, you have to remember, I will solve it further when I start with permutation. I can give you a proof of this also. 1 factorial is 1, 0 factorial is this. This is factorial is defined, or you say factorial is not defined when n is negative number or a fraction. Negative number or a fraction. Is it clear? So 1 factorial is 1, 0 factorial is 1, factorial is not defined. That means it is defined for natural numbers only. It is defined for natural numbers only. Clear? So n factorial means n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3 up to 1. Alright, and 1 factorial is 1, 0 factorial is 1. And factorial is not defined when n is negative number or fraction. It has to be a natural number. Let's make the factorial more clear by taking some examples. The first one, if you see, that is evaluate 7 factorial minus 5 factorial. 7 factorial minus 5 factorial. Now, I know that 7 factorial can be written as 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So I told you, no need to solve complete. So I can write the rest of the numbers as 5 factorial. Can't we do that? That's easier. Instead of solving this complete, then you subtract it. So little be smart. So I'll write 7 factorial as 7 into 6 into 5 factorial minus 5 factorial. So I'll take this 5 factorial common. What is 5 factorial? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. And this is 41. 120 into 41. Is it clear? So children, you need to keep in mind and few things you can remember. When you will be practicing questions and all that, you don't have to do this thing that you are like doing it 5 factorial. These are small things which you can always remember. Is it clear? Fine. So 120 into 41, that will be equals to 4920. Like 4 factorial का value, 3 factorial का value, 2 factorial का value, 5 का, 6 का, कुछ तो याद रखनी है directly so that when you, because it's going to be a part of the question. So when it comes so quickly, you know what is the answer. Fine. So that by practice also you will learn all these things. Now same here, if I have to solve this, I'll write 7 factorial as 7 into 6 into 5 factorial upon 5 factorial. 5 factorial cancel, so that's equals to 42. So you don't have to solve 7 को पूरा solve करे, 5 को पूरा solve करे, फिर cancellation करे. So you have to solve it like this. Suppose 12 factorial upon 10 factorial into 2. So I write 12 as 12 into 11 into 10 factorial. ताकि 10 factorial cancel हो जाए and 2 factorial is 2. Cancel. Clear? Alright. Now look at the third one. Very easy. I have to evaluate n factorial upon r factorial into n minus r factorial when the values of n and r are given to us. N is given to be 5, r is given to be 2. So just put the values, nothing else. 5 factorial, n minus r, 5 minus 2. Solve it. 5 factorial, write 5 into 4 into 3 factorial. 2 factorial is 2, 3 factorial. Cancel. So that is 10. Very easy, because this is, the question may not come to you directly in MCQs, 1 mark question, it may be asked something related to it, but it would be useful in solving the questions of permutation and combination. There we are going to use factorial. Alright, now the next one, I need to find the value of x when this is given to me. So always better, the bigger number you pick up, bring it to the smaller one so that factorials cancel हो जाए. ठीक है? जैसे 10 है, 10 को 10 into 9 into 8 factorial लिख सकते हैं, ताकि छोटे वाला cancel हो जाए. So what I am going to do is, I am not touching 8 factorial, let it be. 9 factorial I am writing as 9 into 8 factorial, and 10 factorial I am writing as 10 into 9 into 8 factorial. Alright? So 8 factorial I can take common from here. I'm left with 1 plus 1 by 9. So A factorial is just a number, so it can be cancelled from both the sides. Take LCM here. So x is equals to 100. So very easy questions these are, just related to factorial. You have to simplify the questions where the factorial is involved. The last two examples of this topic. Find n when n plus 3 factorial is equals to 56 into n plus 1 factorial. n plus 1 factorial, n plus 3 factorial. रूल क्या है? बड़े वाले फैक्टोरियल को ओपन करना है और छोटे तक पहुंचाना है ताकि छोटा वाला कैंसिल हो जाए उसके साथ. तो n plus 3 और n plus 1 में से which is bigger? n plus 3, so I'll open n plus 3. अगला क्या बनेगा? n plus 3 minus 1, n plus 2, n plus 2 minus 1, n plus 1. बस वही चाहिए, उसको फैक्टोरियल में we'll keep it. Very easy. When you see n and all, don't get confused. करना वही है. जैसे 6 factorial 6, अगला 6 minus 1 5, 5 minus 1 4, 4 minus 1 3, 3 minus 1 2, and so on. It's clear? Not so on, up to 1. Clear? Similarly, n plus 3 as it is. एक माइनस किया, वही चाहिए था तो वही लिख दिया. And cancel. Let's solve it now. So it has become a quadratic. Factorize. Alright. N is minus 10 and n is 5. Can we check n is equals to minus 10? Children? No, we cannot, because I told you when we put a note, n cannot be negative or a fractional number. So this is rejected. So what is the value of n? That is n is equals to 5. Clear? Same way I have to solve this. Now this is this ratio. This ratio means division, so I'll bring it in the division. Fine. Separately, first of all, solve these two, then we will see to it. Now, bigger is 2n, so I'll open 2n. 2n में से एक माइनस किया, 2n minus 1, 2n minus 1 में से एक माइनस किया, 2n minus 2, 2n minus 2 में से I'll subtract 1, I get 2n minus 3. So वहीं पर रोक देंगे because वो नीचे factorial में given है. Alright? Similarly, here n minus 1, n minus 2 is given. Then you have denominators to denominators, so differentiated by bigger line and the smaller line. Cancel, equals to 44 by 3. So let's write this division into multiplication. It will be upon 3 factorial can be written as 3 into 2 factorial. 2 factorial will come up. N into n minus 1. 44 by 3. Whatever cancellation possible, cancel. With n, this n will cancel. Alright. Now from here, 2n minus 2. Can I take 2 common? Got it what I have done? Just to make it same, I have taken 2n minus 2 में से 2 common, so that this n minus 1 gets cancelled. This 3 and 3 gets cancelled. 4, this is 11. So what we are left with? 2n minus 1 equals to 11. 2n is equals to 12. N is equals to 6. So very simple questions, girls. This is very simple topic related to factorials. You should know how to open the factorial. Factorial is defined only for natural numbers. It is not defined for negative number and factorials. Fine. When you have a bigger factorial, open the bigger one, bring it closer to the small one so that it gets cancelled and you can easily solve the question without making it very lengthy.